Hey everyone, Gil here at Gray Man Prepping. Today I'm going to be making something from the pantry. I'm going to be making some chili. I've made no bean chili before. Well, this time I'm making a mixed bean chili. And so I got all my stuff set up here. I'll go through the recipe for you here. So hang on a second here and let me finish getting set up and we'll do it. All right, for this recipe, I have some of the hamburger that I've browned and frozen, just thawed it out. This is about a pound and a quarter. I've got 1 can of diced tomatoes. I've got a can of black beans, which I will drain and rinse. I got a can of refried beans and a can of pinto beans, which I will drain and rinse. And then I'll be adding to it a tablespoon of onion powder, taco seasoning, chili powder, and then a half a tablespoon of ground cumin and granulated garlic. All right, these are just seasonings I use. You can change this up to meat whatever flavorings you like. So first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and turn this on to low and put the hamburger in here. Throw this bag away. All right. Then I'm going to go ahead and open the cans of the beans here. I'm using my side can opener. Cuts from the side, and that way it doesn't leave a sharp edge. Especially with the black beans, when you open them up and you see what the color of the liquid is in there and stuff, you realize that they don't, they will somewhat rinse the beans before they cook them and can them, but I found pieces of stock in it and everything else before with those, so I like to rinse them here. Oh, hang on. I'm going to have to tip this down so you can get a better view of what. All right, so this is the pinto beans. It's color of the water there. And this here is the black beans. So I'm going to go ahead and rinse these off over here in the sink, and I'll take care of that over here. So got a little colander here, so I'm just going to go ahead and pour through. And it's so thick in here that it just doesn't want to come out normally. There we go. And the black beans as well. There you go, all the beans. Then I'll just and that is some brown, murky water coming out of there. So I'm going to go ahead and shake it around. Make sure I get the beans nice and clean. Yeah, it's finally coming clean. Drain for a second while I grab a. Where's my spatula? No, got another one here. And let's get this back over to the here. beans there. Let's go ahead and mix this in a little bit here. And it's already starting to heat up here, so that's good. Open up the refried beans. There we go. Got to break the seal on these to get it to can will slide out of the can. There it comes. Break this up a little. Now the diced tomatoes I don't drain because it's basically tomato juice in there, and I want all of it. But what I will do is I will get some water in it here. And yes, I use my filtered water for this, just a little bit, not even like an eighth of a can, just enough to rinse it out and make sure you get all the tomatoes out of it. Add a little liquid to this. I'll probably be adding liquid to this as goes along cooking here. All right, so I'm done with the spatula portion here. And we get my good stainless steel spoon to really mix this stuff up here. And I'm going to need to add as thick as this is, I'm going to grab a can of tomato sauce and add that to it. So hang on a second. Yes, it's going to need more water as well, even with the tomato sauce. All right. Let's wash it around, make sure I get all the tomato sauce out of it here. Yeah. There we go. Now it's getting the consistency I like. But I'll still probably add, as it cooks along here, I'll see how it goes. Add a little, may add a little more water to it. Maybe not. It's seems to be mixing up here fairly good here. So we'll just see what it looks like here once it gets all nice and hot. And the refried beans with the lard in it and stuff, you know, until it heats up is rather thick. So, all right, so. That open. 1 tablespoon of chili powder. tablespoon of taco seasoning. 1 tablespoon of I have opened this up before, but not enough to do a spoon out of it. But I've just been doing the refilling the small bottles. So there we go. Let me get in there. Right. Okay, so there's the 1 tablespoon of chili powder, taco seasoning, and onion powder. Now I'm going to do the ground cumin, half a tablespoon. I don't know if I said teaspoon, it's tablespoons. There we go. I'm going to leave these out just in case later on, as it's cooking and I taste it, I need to add some more to it. So I'll go ahead and mix these spices in. There we go. And then I'll come back and check on it in about half hour just to see how it's starting to do. And I'll keep you apprised on how it goes. Okay, it's been about an hour or so. Maybe 2 hours, and it's getting nice and hot. It still hasn't started to boil yet, you know, where you get the little bubble simmer, I should say. I put it up on high. I have been tasting it, and I doubled all the spices. It just wasn't flavorful enough for me. It's not. I don't like stuff really hot, but I like it to have flavor and a little potency to it. So I doubled it up, and about a half hour ago, so, and see what it does now. It definitely needs to cook a little longer. It's still not hot all the way through, but the flavor is for me is starting to get real good. So, anyways, I'm going to wrap this up here. I'm going to let that. I'm going to put it back down on low, let it simmer on the low for a couple hours, and then try it again and test it again. But it's basically where I want it at. I just want to make sure it cooks longer, so it cooks the flavor into the beans. So the when I bite into a bean, I don't get bean flavor. I get a little bit more of the spices and stuff into the beans. So, all right. So before I take off, though, I'm going to put a link to my other channel. Get over here, right up here, Camp Patton Family Compound. And then over here on this side here, I'm going to put a couple playlists you might be interested in. All right? So stay happy, stay safe, stay prepared, and I'll see you later on. Take care.